very novel and inexpensive way of keeping the connecting rods from crashing into the case while you're turning things over to check. Once we've calculated a few known volumes, such as the volume of the combustion chamber, in this case 66.3 cc's, and the dome of the piston, which many times is given by the manufacturer, but go ahead and check at a known height, such as a ½ inch, and the measured deck height, which is how much the piston protrudes or does not quite meet the edge of the cylinder head. You can calculate quite readily the compression ratio for any engine. An easy way of determining ring end gap is to place the ring inside the top of the cylinder, push it down a known mount so that it's nice and fit flush. Then you can use a feeler gauge to determine the ring end gap. Ring end gaps can be changed to meet different bore sizes, and at operating temperature the top ring end gap especially should be as small as possible. It's very important to check the cylinder bore size and make sure they're all the same. If not, the error will be a function of pi. So if you're off by thousandths on the bore size, you'll be off by a function of 3, so 3 thousandths in the overall bore size. Generally, any marking that you see on a ring, such as the N shown here, indicates the top of the ring facing the combustion chamber. Special tools can be purchased to allow easy application for installation on the piston. When installing the wrist pin clips, try to be careful not to use anything that will damage the piston. Also, install the clip first. That's the most difficult to reach once the piston is going to be fixtured on the connecting rod in the engine. Use the wrist pin to push the clip into place. Once the pin is pushed into the clip, you'll hear an audible snap and the clip will be in place. A soft, lint-free towel can be used to hold the connecting rod while you lubricate the pin and wrist pin bushing. Make sure that you have the piston in the up direction, and then simply fixture the piston to the connecting rod using the pin. Once you have the pin in place, turn the ring gaps until they are opposite one another. A generous coating of oil on the piston skirts and on the pin is required. A ring compressing tool, such as the type shown here, can be used to carefully compress the rings for the cylinder to be applied. Making sure that the cylinder is installed correctly, in this case the long fins down, and your proper shim required for the deck height you've achieved, you're ready to install the cylinder. Carefully work the cylinder over the piston rings. After one final check to make sure that the wrist pin clips, seals, and shims are in place, the cylinder is ready to push home. Secure the cylinder in place so that you can work on the others.